Kia ora koutou. Well, it's hard to believe that on Wednesday the 8th of April we'll be commencing our third week under Alert Level 4 restrictions here in New Zealand. I am pleased to update that on the evening of Monday the 6th of April we were advised by the Ministry of Social Development that we had been successful in our application for the wage and salary subsidy. This was key to be able to progress and finalise our staff support plan that we've been developing with you since the Alert Level 4 restrictions were signalled. I would like to acknowledge the hard work put in by our HR and finance teams here in New Zealand to achieve this milestone on behalf of everyone. It is through their efforts that we now have access to funds that allow us to maintain a level of income support for our people during Alert Level 4 whilst our operations and income remain drastically reduced. As I've outlined previously, the plan we've developed provides a level of income support for up to 12 weeks from April 2nd, should the restrictions last that long and continue to prevent us from getting back to work. Further to this, we have been able to review our financial position in detail alongside the confirmed level of support received from government, and although the confirmed subsidy is still less than half what we'll be paying out to support our people through this period, we have also been able to mitigate some risk and further improve our immediate outlook. As a result, we've updated the plan around the requirement to take annual leave, for which all staff were given notice last Tuesday 31st of March in accordance with Section 19 of the Holidays Act. Based on our current outlook, I am pleased to confirm that for those not working, the requirement to take annual leave from the 15th of April will now be capped at 2 weeks during this initial Alert Level 4 period. After this, people will continue on 80% of their ordinary income as originally outlined. For those of you that want to take further annual or long service leave over and above the capped requirement, you are of course still welcome to do so through the normal processes. You will receive an email or text later today seeking your mutual agreement to move forward with this final proposed plan. Please give this your due consideration and respond as soon as you can. This will document the temporary variation to your employment agreement and allow us to support you for the Alert Level 4 period. If you don't agree to the plan, we'll make contact with you to outline your options. Around the traps, I see Fulton Hogan leaders putting in huge hours to deal with this crisis, focused on looking after their teams first and foremost, and then turning their attention to planning for the restart and future outlook after the Alert Level 4 restrictions are eased. The faster we can move forward with your agreement in place, the more time and effort we can put into getting ready for the future, which will benefit us all. In addition to these efforts, to help do our part, the New Zealand Executive and I, along with the New Zealand-based Group Executive and Board of Directors, have reduced our income to 80% from the start of April. We are strong when we are united. One nation, one whānau, one Fulton Hogan team. We'll get through this together. A key focus now is to plan out how we might restart operations in a controlled and safe manner, and also how we may be able to contribute to further infrastructure investment to help stimulate the economy in the weeks and months beyond this crisis. It is likely that when the government is confident they are getting on top of the health situation, that we'll see an easing of restrictions. And this may come about through more types of business activities being allowed to restart around the country in general, or some regions that are considered low risk having their restrictions eased. However it plays out, it won't mean a return to life as we knew it before this public health emergency. There's going to need to be strict controls and oversight maintained across our businesses to make sure we're living safely and not increasing the risks to the public. Please keep tuned in to receive the latest information from your manager on what role you'll need to play in this when the time comes. It is essential that we plan to set very high standards and adhere to them. If anyone drops the ball, they'll be putting themselves at risk, their community at risk, and putting our reputation at risk. Undoubtedly, if we can't prove to the government that our people can operate safely when the time comes, they'll restrict our activities for longer. As far as when, well, I don't have a time frame yet, and there is clear potential that the Alert Level 4 restrictions may remain in place for longer than initially signalled by government. But I'm sure you'll all agree, things also have the potential to change rapidly in the current environment. So for those of you at home, please maintain a readiness to return to work at short notice if required. From this point, in order to reach as many of our team as possible with important messages, we're launching a Fulton Hogan New Zealand Facebook page. This is a private, closed Facebook group for our people, and the instructions on how to join will be at the end of this message. I encourage you to share this with your teams, particularly those who don't have access to Fulton Hogan email. The page will be updated with stories from around the business and information from government agencies and other organisations providing support to get us all through. Remember to live up to your real values when interacting through this channel. Whilst it might not be the Easter and school holiday break ahead that we envisaged around the country, I hope you find some time over the coming weekend to have some fun, catch up with friends and family by phone or Skype, and for those of you who have been working hard, please take a break and switch off for a few days. Thank you all for your efforts and consideration at this time. I hope that you and your families are safe and well. Kia kaha.